Welcome to a Community Partners interview where we explore the organizations, opportunities, and resources that look to make change in our daily lives. I'm your host, Nafisah Anif, and you're listening to Voices for Ability Radio, all abilities, all the time. Today I'm joined by Kim Court, the Program Director for Torchlight Services. Torchlight Services' mission is to advocate for, promote and facilitate the full participation, inclusion, and empowerment of people who have a disability within the community. We believe in the importance of working collaboratively and in partnering in order to access all the community's resources and supports in achieving the best outcomes for people supported. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kim.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
Wonderful. So tell us a little more about you and what inspired you to work at Torchlight Services and why work with individuals with disabilities.
Well, that takes us back a long time ago. So, yes. When I was 16, I was at a New Year's event with my friends and their families, and I was helping a young girl with a developmental disability make some donuts. A friend of mine who works in the field noticed and suggested that I think about working in the sector because she thought I was really good with this young girl. When I turned 18, I applied to work in a group home with an organization and continued to work at that group home part-time while I was in school. And I just never left the sector. I continued in the field for ever since then, taking on various direct support roles all through school. And I've been at Torchlight now for 22 years.
It's amazing. So you never realize how the most mundane things can turn into a real lifelong or lifestyle choice. It's so amazing.
Yes.
So while doing my research, I saw that you have a couple of programs that you offer. Can you tell us a little bit more about your programs?
Absolutely. So Torchlight has 3 different programs that we're currently offering. The first program is the REACH program, and this program is a structured environment that supports and encourages choices, and we ensure that each of our individuals has an optimum quality of life by allowing them to make their choices and decide the things that they want to do for them. So this program, the REACH program, takes place at our facility where we provide educational programming, recreational leisure, and we expand on their life experiences and independent skills by going out into the community, doing various things and accessing various opportunities that are in our community. This program also decreases socialization and broadens experiences and friendship circles. So a few notable places where we've been are alpaca farms, Toyota factory tours, museums. They go golfing, bowling, swimming. They love their meals out. We go to castles and the kitty cafe. And those are all things that our participants have requested that we do. We also do a variety of activities, and every day is different for them when they come here. That's the REACH program. The other program we have is a social enterprise program called the Ignite program, and this is an alternative work training program that focuses on teaching responsibilities and work ethic while also gaining valuable work experience in a non-traditional way where there's not the pressure of having to keep up with other people. Anybody that wants to be part of this can be, and we create a variety of products that they can paint and put together, and then we sell them at markets. And then our participants share in the profits that are earned from the selling of our products. Torchlight does not earn any money from that. It's all for our participants and the satisfaction that they get in being part of something meaningful And our third program is fairly new. It's the Torchlight Candlelight program. And this is an after hours program that we have that's a social program. So we'll watch movies, we'll have dinner together, we'll do dances. We've done improv nights, karaoke, and crafts. They'll share a meal together and then do an activity. And that has been very, very popular as well.
That sounds like there's a lot of fun. There's a lot of community involvement among the members. I love it.
Yeah, they have and that's the thing, right? We have that mission statement that, of course, we stand firm on and believe in. But the other thing is we also want them to be safe and to have fun. And that is one of our main goals. And certainly as the program coordinator here, I want to make sure that everyone, including the staff and our volunteers and anyone that puts a hand in this place is having fun.
For sure. Can you tell me what is Hub 21?
I'm wondering if Hub 21 was when we were in COVID, and that's why I haven't looked at it so long. And it was our online programs that we pivoted to when we couldn't provide in-person service. And we called it Hub 21.
No problem. No problem. When you're doing so many things and offering so many different programs and just involved in, as many things as it sounds like you are, I can just imagine that it, very easy to slip the mind on one particular thing.
Yeah, especially if it's something we never returned to once we were back to in-person programming.
Of course,
no problem. We wanted to, during COVID, of course, we wanted to make sure that our participants still received some sort of service and some sort of community connection. So we offered online programs.
Where do you primarily operate for in-person services, like the ones you've been telling me about?
Oh, yeah. We operate in Guelph, Ontario. We are downtown Guelph, just across the street from the train station. So it's quite easy for people who are independent and take the city transit to get to. The transit hub is right across the street. And we also have a designated spot for families and mobility services to drop off in front of our door.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, and Guelph is such a small, relatively small town, smaller than, compared to, say, to Mississauga or Toronto.
Right.
So definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, much easier to get around, and being centrally located, that helps a lot.
Centrally located helps immensely because we are able to be out and about right downtown as much as we want to be. We also do have a van that we use to transport participants to and from various activities throughout the city and throughout the county. Yes.
What types of things can someone buy at the shop?
So these are all items that are made here at Torchlight by our participants. We have a wood shop that is used to create a lot of our products. So we make woodland creatures. We make card holders for playing cards, napkin holders. We make we make a lot of whimsical things that our participants paint or decorate or help assemble. So everything that you see on our website that is from Ignite is made by our participants with the support of staff. And I think we also might have some merchandise on that website that includes like jackets and sweaters with our logo on it.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I love that initiative. So are there any restrictions to the services at Torchlight Services, such as age, disability type, caregivers, or family members only, things of that nature?
So our eligibility is you have to be 18 or over. You have to be able to toilet and feed independently. So if you need reminders or prompts to wash hands or anything like that, we're fine to do that. We just don't have the staffing levels to be able to do transfers if someone isn't able to toilet independently. And because of the staffing levels, we are unable to supervise if people are unable to feed independently. We can't give that one-to-one attention. We're a small staff of 4 facilitators or 4 people that run activities here. And we have about 25 to 30 here a day. So if someone does need that one-to-one support, they are able to come as long as they have a support worker attend with them. Typically, we get our referrals from Developmental Services Ontario, so they should be registered with the DSO. And most of our families are registered with the DSO. If they are not registered with the DSO yet, we are happy to do a tour and intake meeting with them, but then ask them to get that ball rolling. If there are other issues, mental health, aggression, other kinds of behaviors, or court proceedings happening, those are all done on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, wonderful. Now, without using any names, can you share a success story with me? What supports were put into place when someone asked for help?
So that's a funny question because I would say that anybody that is able to attend Torchlight is a success story because that means that we're offering a spot and a service for them, their families, their caregivers. It's a way for caregivers to be able to continue working or have a break. It's a way for the individual to be able to make connections and have a sense of belonging and a sense of meaning to their lives and something to look forward to. Um, our participants have annual goals that they come with. So when they come to us, we have long-term goals, short-term goals, and community goals for each and every person. And so as we see these goals come to fruition, then we're able to uh, share the success of them meeting their goals together with their families and caregivers. We're a safe place for them to go where they're not judged. And I'm often hearing from parents about how wonderful it is that our service is available. We do have a cost, but we are subsidized partially by the government. So the fee is as minimal as we could make it, which is $35 a day. And with that $35, you get the full day of support from our staff and doing the activities you want to do. If we were to look at a particular case, I would say, anytime I give someone a call saying, "Oh, I've received your referral from the DSO, and I'm wondering if you'd like to come in and see our facility," you can hear the joy in the caregiver or parent's voice because it means that it's their turn. It's their turn for their loved one or the person that they're supporting to be able to join in a program when what they're doing all day is sitting at home.
Wow, that's so wonderful to hear. What is the one thing that you see happening over and over again to individuals with disabilities that shouldn't be happening? And how do we stop it?
There's a lack of services. Like I said, that, when I receive these referrals and I call the families, some of them have been waiting for years to receive service. I can tell you that there is a market need for more services, more availability of options. Once people age out of school and age out of the youth age, the services suddenly stop or they decrease a lot. So you've been going to school all day, you've had support at school all day, provided by the school. Suddenly you've graduated, and now what is out there for you? In terms of numbers, I mean, according to an auditor's general report in 2024, early 2025 reports, there's 52,000 adults that are on a wait list for services. Um, and of that, there's people that are not receiving services at all. So the only way to really change this is to funnel more money into the field so that we can increase our capacity and other places can open up for a minimal fee so people don't have to be paying tons and tons of money when they were paying nothing when they were in school, um, to be able to be a part of their own community.
I agree with you. There really is a lack of services out there, unfortunately, and there's also quite a lack of support.
And everybody, yeah, it's true. And everybody that is in the field sees it.
Yeah,
And everybody that is in the field is at risk of burnout because we see it and we want to help and we want to do more, but our hands are tied, unfortunately.
it's really terrible because even in, let's say, the mainstream sector, if someone with a disability wanted to participate in one of these services, it can also be difficult because they may need some kind of support. And
Hmm.
in the majority of cases, they do need support, whether that is, a personal attendant or just a friend to walk in with them and say, oh, so we're at the gym and the treadmill has a touch screen. Let me help you set the touch screen. Tell me what settings you'd like to start off with,
Hmm. Hmm.
versus going into that gym and you're standing maybe at the receptionist counter and you say something like, so are your treadmills, do they have touch screens or buttons?
Right.
And the staff person at the gym may look at you like, what are you talking about exactly?
Right.
And
Yeah,
then,
exactly.
yeah, and it's a lack of understanding from people who work in this, let's say, what I call the mainstream sector,
Hmm.
um, because they just don't realize that there are others who have different needs than the majority of the people that they serve.
Hmm. And the money for the people that do require or would benefit from having that support person with them, um, their own funding for passport funding, which is the government funding for community participation and supports. Their funding can disappear in a matter of months when it's supposed to last the year if they want to be as fully involved in their community as possible.
Yeah, that's also true too. I've
Yeah.
heard many stories like that about passport funding. It's very unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. It's amazing because it does help. It's just it's it just isn't enough, and there aren't enough passport workers or independent workers. I've had families who I've asked have a one-to-one attend Torchlight due to behaviors, and they spent half the year looking for a worker. They couldn't find a one-to-one worker.
Yeah, there are a lot of barriers out there, especially for individuals with developmental disabilities. It can be extremely difficult
Hmm.
to find services, to acquire that support, just to attend something in the regular community, never mind a program which has been developed around them and around their needs primarily.
Hmm.
But it can be very difficult. Are there any events coming up for Torchlight Services?
Well, we just had our annual Christmas party on last Friday, so we're all taking a breather. We attended a few holiday markets before the holidays as well, or before the Christmas party as well, and we also got slammed with, of course, Halloween, and that's always a very big event here. So we've had a couple of really big things happen in the last couple of months. We were fundraising at the Storm game where we did the 50-50, and that was a great success. So we're going to wait until January and start up again with other things. But as far as big events go, nothing planned right now. Our normal activities Monday to Friday, and then a few after hours programs will happen in January and February.
Wow. Okay. If someone wanted to become a member or a volunteer with
Mhm.
Torchlight Services, what's the process for joining as a member or volunteer? I know you touched on this a little earlier too.
Right. So we have quite a few volunteers. We also host co-op students that come in that are doing their practicum in things like social work or developmental services or recreational therapy. So we've hosted for many years a variety of students. For volunteers, what the process would be to come in, to contact me, and then they would be invited to come and do a tour, chat a little bit about what their interests are, what their special skill set is, if they have any, or if they're just looking to hone some skills. And then there's an application process that they'd have to do if they're deemed to be a good fit for us and us for them, then that's the process.
Okay. Keep it simple. I like that.
Mhm, mhm.
What would
We
you
also
say is the one thing that everyone needs to know about Torchlight Services?
that we're a family and a community in and of itself. We
Perfect.
look after each other, we care for each other, we support each other, we prop each other up.
That was the easiest. That was the that was the easiest answer I have ever heard to this question. Amazing. And if listeners are looking for more information, how can they reach out to you?
They can call me. Do you want my number?
Sure. If you're comfortable to give it out, no
Yeah.
problem.
So they can reach me at the office at 519-822-7600, extension 223. Or they can email me, they can go on our website, and they'll find all the information they need to get in touch with us.
Wonderful. That's great. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Well,
welcome.
yeah. Well, we are actually out of time.
Okay.
So, Kim, thank you so much for joining us today. And it was a pleasure speaking with you. It was wonderful to hear about Torchlight Services and everything that it offers. I just love hearing the enthusiasm in your voice. So, thank you so much.
Of course, and thank you so much for doing all that you folks do to make sure that everybody is heard.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, you take care.
You too.
Okay.
And friends, this concludes another Community Partners interview. I'm your host, Nafisah Anif.